Hello sports fans, welcome to another episode of Falcons franchise. So, we are coming off the really bad 41-7 loss against the Giants, and now we returned home against the Vikings in what I think is a winnable game. The Vikings were not good last season, they're 1-3 this year, we're 0-4, and we've got ready to negotiate and player scouting to do this week. So, starting with negotiating players, or players ready to negotiate. Casey Hayward, I've talked about him before. Not going to bring him back. He's old, just going to regress. And Deion Jones also going to regress somewhat soon. Not the most interested. We could definitely go after a linebacker. We have Troy Anderson, which I think he could be a really good player for us. But now Deion Jones is a very interesting player. He's not necessarily the most interested, not really at all. And he's going to want a lot of money. I think we're going to hold off on him for now. Just because I haven't completely thought about it. We can always check the linebackers in this class, see if they're any good. And I know we've been going in order of positions, but right now I think we're going to go middle linebacker and corner. Because those are two needs, especially if we let go of Deion Jones. And not the greatest linebacker class on the inside looking at it right now. But we'll start off. Brandon Haskins out of Georgia, 6'1", 235. Lacks discipline. Alright, not a good start, but B tackle is good. Then, not the greatest athlete, and we know 3 skills. He's got B tackle, D injury, D stamina, so he doesn't seem great right off the bat. Let's see if Jason Adams out of UCF is better. He shows good discipline, that's good. He's got C pursuit, and he is a somewhat better athlete. Still not a great athlete, but okay. He's got B catching, C pursuit, C stamina, so looks better than Brandon Haskins. Well, Haskins might be the better overall. And a bunch of round 3 guys now. Or 3 round 3 guys, and then you get into the day 3. But, Paul Schaffer, 6'3", 232, D tackle, F zone coverage. Awful start there. Not the greatest athlete. And also C-Man that we don't already know, so he's just not that good. Mike Freeman will be our second to last linebacker. He's got D tackle, good discipline, but otherwise not great athletic wise. F finesse moves, C power moves, D tackle doesn't seem great. And Sammy McCray out of Michigan State, 6'3", 240. Good discipline, C tackle, so a decent start there. Not a very good athlete once again. I'd like to get a good athlete to play the linebacker position. C tackle, D play rec, B awareness. And going to corner. A position I definitely think we will end up taking this draft. Roy Tyson out of Colorado State. B press, lacks discipline though, so not necessarily something you want to see. It's a okay athlete, good speed. And B press, B block, shedding C tackle. Then we know 45% about these next two. This guy out of Penn State, Wendell Generals. B press, C man. B catching, good discipline, very good start, 5'10", 181, a little bit on the smaller side, but not the greatest athlete, seems okay. And A tackle, very good for a corner. B catching, B press, C man, very interesting there, especially the A tackle, that is interesting. And then a man corner here, man to man. Derek Coleman out of Boston College, just a little bit bigger, 6'1", 188. Lacks discipline, but he's got C zone, B man, and C press. He's one of the better athletes. Not the fastest guy in the world, though. And he's got B-man, C-press, C-tackle, C-zone. And the final cornerback, sorry, we'll take a look at today is Tavarns Jones. Probably said his name wrong. He's 5'11", 194. Good discipline, B-catching, C-man. And he is an okay athlete. Not great athletes we've taken a look at today. But he's got B catching, D play rec, C man. And we're actually going to take a look at one more corner, that being Spencer Irving out of UCLA. Lacks discipline, but he's bigger, 6'2", 184. C man and zone. And a better athlete, but still not an elite athlete, but good athletic wise. C tackle, C zone, C man. So that's all for today's scouting. Hopefully some of these guys end up being better once we get more information about them, because they sure don't look great right now. And Now, weekly strategy against the Vikings. So, Kirk Cousins isn't necessarily the greatest, but what concerns me is Justin Jefferson. But we do have A.J. Terrell, so I might go make an adjustment once we get into the game and always have A.J. Terrell and Justin Jefferson. And I think what we'll do then is if we do that, we will have to defend the outside run against Dalvin Cook. So I think that's what we'll do here. Defend the outside run against Dalvin Cook. And we'll go half pads just to make sure everybody's fresh and hope for no injuries. And it is going to be our game plan. What we're going to do is we're going to run inside. You know, Hunter plays outside. Zadarius Smith also plays outside. And with those two guys coming off the edge, it's going to be hard to have a lot of time to throw the ball. Also, I see the Vikings' defensive numbers really bad, especially when you look at the points per game, giving up almost 40 points a game. And we're going to go half pads offensively as well. And this week, it is going to be 5+ rushing touchdowns. I think we're going to go 200+ rushing yards instead. So we will start training, hope for no injuries. So hoping for no injuries, you see Drake London losing 7 fatigue, that's pretty big. Also you see some guys losing 3, but no offensive injuries, good to see. Defensively, let's see. Hopefully no injuries. Once again, you see guys losing fatigue and good no injuries. So we also have a few players available to be upgraded, as it's actually only going to be Marlon Davidson. And we're going to go run stopper for him. He gets up to a 70 overall. And he got a lot of things, +1 tackle speed, play rec, hit power, block shedding, and awareness. Alright, so this week's game against the Vikings, we'll play the whole game in only our second home game of the season, hoping to come out on top with our first win. Alright, so we'll be kicking off to start this game against the Vikings, which means we will be putting the Vikings offense on the field first, and we'll get the ball at the half. So Young Laiku sends it away, and we are officially underway. Good tackle in space there, stopping the kick return at the 21. And Kirk Cousins lead the Vikings offense onto the field. His numbers on the season, he's just shy of 1,000 yards, 14 touchdowns to 1 interception, an excellent touchdown to interception ratio. Wish we had that. And that adjustment I was talking about, it is going to cornerback matchups, so we're going to go by overall, which means our highest rated corner will be against their highest rated receiver, so it's going to be Justin Jefferson against A.J. Terrell. So here's a 1st and 10. And just excellent blocking there. A.J. Terrell gets his ankles taken. And excellent run there from Dalvin Cook to start of 20. They're going to mark at 19, but it looks like about 20. Because it goes from the 21 to the 41. And now, I am going to play some man coverage, even against an excellent receiver like Justin Jefferson. And I was stuck in a corner, but excellent job there stopping Dalvin Cook after giving up a big play the first time. So here's a 2nd and 10. Change the play for the Vikings here. And that was an awful throw from Kirk Cousins, making him 0 for 1 on the day. And 3rd and 10 here. Defense looking to get off the field. Deep shot down the field for Jefferson, incomplete. Big stop there by our defense. And we force a punt on the first possession of the game. We are going to field this one from inside our own 10. And McKenzie gets it to the 20. And that's a good thing because we don't know what type of punt that was if they put backspin on it. And if it would have just checked up right there. But Will Donaldson onto the field. His numbers on the season are not looking like Kirk Cousins. 728 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, coming off a game where he threw 5 of them. So we're going to start off by running the football here. And I'm not just going to stick to running the ball, even though Donaldson had a bad game last week. I hope he will bounce back. Algier to the edge, tried to get the edge, could not really. And that brings up a 2nd and 8 after a run for 2. He's just shy of 300 rushing yards on the season, also has 2 rushing touchdowns. So here is a 2nd and 8. Gonna go to the air here for the first time. Here's Kyle Pitts over the middle, and he is gonna pick up a big gain there of 26 yards. Good throw there from Will Donaldson. And we're going to go back to the run here on 1st down. Algier up the middle. Gets about 3. Still not a whole ton of space to run the football. And we're going to try to run the ball again here on 2nd and 7. Algier to the outside. He uses a stiff arm on Harrison Smith and picks up another 1st down. It's his best run of the day so far. We could go to the air here, but I'm going to stick with running the football. Algier to the edge is going to pick up about 4, and Zadarius Smith down on the field for the Vikings. So now we'll see if we can take advantage of that injury. Why can we only run the tight end angle pass play? Oh no, that's a bad throw, and wow, that was caught by DeMarcus Robinson. Not a bad throw, I meant bad decision by me to throw that. Running to the weak side and throwing it right at the defender there. But that's one that should be intercepted but isn't. Here's Algier up the middle. He gets a block from Drake London, but not able to get there in time. And we're having a very nice start to this game with a big defensive stop as well as stopping the run here, or running the football here. And we had a way into the end zone, just could not quite get there. But running the ball has worked, but we're going to run it with Isaiah McKenzie here. Just give Algier a little bit of a break. McKenzie up the middle. And then I tried to bounce it outside, but he gets 3 on his first carry of the day. Alright, let's hope to not. We got a very similar play to what we almost threw an interception on before. What was that? Did that just go right through his hands? I think that pass just went right through the hands of Anthony Fursker. And we now have a 3rd and 7 on our hands. This one not going through his hands. He's going to try to turn upfield, but he's going to be 2 yards short of the 1st down. And now that leaves us an interesting decision. They want us to go for it. And I think we're going to do that. I was considering going for it. We're going to run the football just because we've been able to run the football on this drive. Up the middle. We're actually running right. And Algier is able to get that. And we move the chains on 4th and 2. And now, here at the 1 yard line, I'm going to see if we can punch it in. Hopefully we can. And Algier is in for the touchdown. There we go. An excellent start for this Falcons team here against the Vikings. Defense plays well to start. Then the offense comes up and puts 6 points on the board. Now 7. 13 plays, 80 yards here, 4:51 off the clock. That is a really good drive for us. Running the ball at will. Also, pretty good throwing the ball. Will Donaldson would not have an incompletion if the ball did not go right through the hands of Anthony Fursker. This kick will be returned. Troy Anderson is able to take him down at the 19. So, back-to-back kickoffs where we've had excellent kick coverage. Dalvin Cook's numbers on the season: 63 carries, 377 yards, 4 touchdowns. we get to see their primary receiver. Okay, that's pretty cool. This actually never happened here. Over the middle, there's Justin Jefferson. His first catch. And he picks up 19. Now, because we can't see their play, I think it's going to be a run. It is a run here. And we're able to get a pretty good job, do a pretty good job stopping it. And Dalvin Cook's numbers last week, 14 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown. He's got about 380 on the ground this season and 4 touchdowns. So now here's a 2nd and 8. And I'm stuck on a defensive lineman here. Kirk Cousins all day to throw. And he's just going to eventually throw this one away. And out of bounds. So here's a 3rd and 8. This is really convenient, just being able to see the... able to see their... Oh, man. I just get so carried away with taking away the primary receiver that I just forget about everything else. That was my fault there. That should have been there to prevent the first down. And, I mean, we do have other players as well, but now we can't see that because they lose that. Or we lose that thing after the first down, the momentum thing. But we lead this 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. And I really like the way we've started this game. So here's a 1st and 10. Quick throw outside. That's a bad throw from Kirk Cousins as he looks for his running back Dalvin Cook out of the backfield. So here's a 2nd and 10. Cousins back across the field. That is going to be, I think, incomplete. Yeah, that's going to be incomplete. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 10. We're going to send a blitz here on 3rd and 10. Actually, we're only going to send the corner because I'm going to use Troy Anderson. So that'll take away his blitzing. Cousins throws that one away. And, we've just done a great job of shutting down this Vikings passing attack so far. So 4th and 10 here. Vikings send on the punt unit. And this one headed to the sideline, and it's going to be out of bounds at the 6-yard line. It's not ideal starting field position for our offense, who come onto the field for their 2nd possession. Going to start off with a run. And I know we already have some breathing room at the 6, but just... I'd like to get out of the shadow of our own goalpost right now. And, Algier hit in the backfield. He's just lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And, actually, we're going to throw the ball here on 2nd and 10. I tried to throw that ball! You've got to be kidding! That was not a good decision. Should have just went with a quick throw. Or stuck with the run there. But it's now 7-2. As that is his 2nd safety. For Anderson, big hit. Did not seem like a hit stick there. But that's the 2nd time giving up a safety. And Dalvin Cook, again we see his numbers as the Vikings offense gets the ball back after the safety. That was very unfortunate there. Bad decision to throw the ball and have the quarterback roll out. I thought we should have been okay on that. AJ Terrell coming up and stopping Dalvin Cook. Big play there by our top corner. Thought about sending a blitz here, not going to. And here's a quick throw outside to Dalvin Cook. He steps out of bounds after gaining 5 to make it a 3rd and 5 for the Vikings. And we're going to play man coverage here on 3rd down. And I'm going to have to stick in man coverage with someone not a running back. And over the middle, that is complete. And shockingly, it's not me getting beat this time. But usually that is me there in coverage. But here's a 1st and 10 for the Vikings inside Falcons territory. Marlon Davidson with the tackle there on Dalvin Cook, but not until after he gained 7. 2nd and 3 here for the Vikings. Richie Grant and don't know who 29 is. I don't remember who they are, but they combine to make the tackle there. And Vikings now with a good drive, as they have the ball at our own 25, or at our 25, not our own 25. There's a quick throw outside. That's going to be out of bounds and incomplete. So now here's a 2nd and 10. Cousins has thrown a lot of quick passes outside that have either been incomplete or just really bad throws like that. Right on cue, Kirk Cousins. And that brings up a 3rd and 10 here for the Vikings. Hopefully, we don't give up a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Dalvin Cook. That's just another awful throw from Kirk Cousins. He starts this game off 4 for 13 for 64 yards. I mean, it's quite a few yards for just 4 completions, but 4 of 13 for someone who's known to be an accurate passer. The Vikings their offense gets their first points as they now make it 7-5. Such a weird score. But once again, a good stand by our defense. And we can't take a safety again here, otherwise that'll make it a tie game. McKenzie on the kick return here. And he's taken down at the 22. Terrell Allgeier's numbers on the season: 83 carries, 326 yards, and another rushing touchdown. Then, as he picked one up from the last time. Or did he pick one up? I'm not even sure now. Alright, so I don't know if this is going to be a blitz. But if it is, we should find Drake London over the middle here and he'll be wide open. It's not a blitz. But that is intercepted. Bad decision there. Let him way too far. And this is where we get into trouble. We take an early lead, then we turn the ball over, give them a safety, and this is where we start to get in trouble. We go down, then we start to throw the ball more. This is not good. Here's a 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Already starting in Falcons territory at the 34. It is going to be a touch pass to Dalvin Cook. Excellent tackle in space there by Justin Coleman. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. It's actually going to go down it should go down as a tackle for loss. Not sure if it will, though. Cousins going deep to the end zone. Pick it. Tip throw interception, Richie Grant. He tips it and he picks it. Big play there by Richie Grant in the end zone. Kirk Cousins going to double coverage. Off his back foot as well. He's looking for Justin Jefferson in the end zone. What a play there by Richie Grant. And our offense gets the ball back. The Vikings give it right back to us after we give it to them on the interception. Tried to break it outside because there was no space to go up the middle. But obviously that did not work out as planned. Here's McKenzie. He's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage on the read option. So not a good start to this drive here for our offense. Losing a yard on 2 plays so far. And let's hope to not throw a pick here. And here's Brian Edwards underneath. He turns up field, but he's going to get taken down before he's able to get to that 1st down marker, and that'll bring up a 4th and 4. So we punted away here. And I completely missed with the hit stick. Maybe we could force a fumble. There's a big hit by Troy Anderson, but obviously not the one I was hoping to get a second after he caught the ball. But we punt the ball right back to them. Not able to do anything with that. amazing interception Richie Grant gave us. And there's another throw. This one out of bounds. A better throw. Still not a good throw from Kirk Cousins. Grady Jarrett. I thought we could get him there. Did not realize they were setting up a screen. But here's a 1st and 10. It made sense once you saw everyone get there so quickly. Eddie Donnell is just able to be run through right there. Not sure what happened there. And a timeout called for by the Vikings after they moved the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 for the Vikings after the completion. Here's another screen. Oh man, that was a nasty juke. Grady Jarrett gets back there. And the Vikings spend their first time out. Wait, what did they do with that other play then? I thought it was an interception there. I should have had him in the backfield with Troy Anderson, but that was a disgusting juke from Dalvin Cook. So here's a 2nd and 5. And they find Dalvin Cook in the backfield once again. And they spend their second timeout after picking up the first down. And Kirk Cousins goes down. Big sack there by Marlon Davidson. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 17. They're not going to spend a timeout here. And the clock will wind down to 20 seconds. I didn't spend the timeout because knowing our defense will probably give up some kind of big play there. Like this. And they're able to pick up the first down. Big hit there by A.J. Terrell. And there's the final timeout by the Vikings. So now this play is either going to be an incompletion or out of bounds. Big hit by Eddie Donnell on Dalvin Cook. And they shouldn't be able to kick a field goal. Yeah, they're not going to be able to. As that's the half. And we lead this one 7-5. Weird score for a football game, but that's the score. So running inside has worked. That's going to continue to be our game plan. Offensively and defensively, they haven't really ran the ball. But I mean, actually, you know what? Let's defend the short pass. Because that's where we've been hurt. But they haven't really done a ton with the run, so it's interesting here. We're going to let this one bounce just because I don't trust us returning kicks. And I'm not really going to return them much. Again, we see Tyrell Allgeier's numbers. 84 carries, 326 yards, 3 touchdowns on the season. He'll get the ball here on 1st down. And to open up the second half. Breaking outside. This is what I was trying to do some of the other times. This time Allgeier is able to get to the edge. And now here's a 2nd and 4. We're going to use a counter play here. And this time, this does not go as planned. Usually those plays work out pretty well for us, but Allgeier goes nowhere, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Fersker wide open outside, and he's able to pick up 1st down. And move the chains. Gonna run the football here. I thought about throwing it, but I decided just to stick with the run. Would have been nice for Isaiah McKenzie to hold that block slightly longer, but still a good run of 4 there from Tyrell Allgeier. 2nd and 6, gonna go to the air. Here's a blitz, and Kyle Pitts is wide open, so we'll get it to him. And move the chains once again. Now, I don't want to get too pass happy because we all know I'm probably going to throw an interception if that happens. But here's Tyrell Allgeier. He's wide open. He trucks through, but it's going to be just short of the 1st down. And that'll make it a 2nd and 1. And we'll run the ball here on a short yardage situation. We're actually going to try a jet sweep with Isaiah McKenzie. These usually don't work, but with a faster player like McKenzie, I wonder if we could potentially have some success here. And, yeah, that was not going to work. I kind of dove into the back of the offensive line there because otherwise we would have taken a pretty big loss. Want to take a shot down the field, maybe to Drake London. And he's going to be one-on-one down the field. Drake London, that's out of bounds. Let him slightly too far that way. Got what we wanted, one-on-one down the field. Drake London just let him out of bounds too far. Here's a 2nd and 10 now. Algier, big hit. Thankfully doesn't lose the football. That was a huge hit there. So here's a 3rd and 9. And Donaldson hit as he throws that one incomplete and brings up a 4th and 9. The Vikings have some pretty hard hitters on defense. That was a really big hit there taken by our quarterback, Will Donaldson. But Younghoe Koo is able to make sure we get points on this drive. And we extend our lead to 10-5. Such a weird score still. It's not every day you see a football team with 5 points. But we still lead this one. And I like our chances to win this game, although we definitely have to make sure we can finish because we probably should have won that game against the definitely should have won the game against the Jets. But we all know we couldn't finish there. And what does Madden have with showing running backs' numbers as the offense comes onto the field? But here's a 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Justin Jefferson in the backfield. Cousins is... I thought I hit him there. Big hit Troy Anderson. But he's going to be just short of the 1st down. Kirk Cousins having a much better second half. He's now up to 12 of 23. He's also a little bit better at the end of the 1st half there. So here's a 2nd and 1. Justin Jefferson with the catch there. Moves the change for the Vikings. I was looking around. There didn't seem to be a person to cover, but then obviously did not see Jefferson right there wide open. So here's a 1st and 10. Something we've allowed them to do is move the ball, but we've been pretty good once they've been able to get into our territory. There's an excellent play from Marlon Davidson. He's having a big game. He's got a sack, I believe, and then tackle for loss as well. Here's a 2nd and 12. Eddie Donnell beaten there, but good job to make the tackle and prevent an even bigger play. So here's a 1st and 10, this time inside Falcons territory. We've allowed them to get here. We just have done a good job of stopping them here once they've gotten. Here's a jet sweep. How did Eddie Donnell just miss that tackle? I'm spamming A standing next to him. And he doesn't even make an attempt to tackle the ball, or tackle the ball carrier. First and 10 for the Vikings. Trey Anderson, big hit on Dalvin Cook, stopping him right there at the line of scrimmage. Of course, we're not able to force a fumble. Gonna play man coverage here on 2nd down. Haven't played a ton of man coverage in the 2nd half. To the outside, that is going to be incomplete. Could not get the feet in. And that brings up a 3rd and 10. We're actually going to, we're not going to send a blitz. I wanted to, but I also want to play some zone coverage here. Eddie Donnell, big tackle there on Dalvin Cook, which should even be a tackle for loss for him, as they end up losing 11. And I wanted to send a blitz, maybe get home, knock them out of field goal range, but they're still in field goal range. And they'll kick the field goal when we begin the 4th quarter, but we lead this one. It's going to be probably 10-8 if the field goal is good. But still going to have a lead going into the 4th quarter. I feel like we're in a good position. And their kick is good, but we still lead this one 10-8, even after the field goal. And now I just don't want to turn the ball over, give them extra possessions. Want to try to grind out the clock a little bit too. But there's still plenty of time to go. So I'm not going to be too focused on running the ball. We will throw the ball. But I'm going to be pretty conservative when throwing the ball. I might take a shot down the field to Drake London. But only if he's one-on-one. Not going to force the ball anywhere. Or at least that's the hope. We'll start off with a run here. Tyrell Algier running left. Algier trucks through. Wow, he just ran him over. And he's able to pick up about 10 yards there. Going to get tackled just short of the first down marker to bring up a 2nd and inches. And we hope to just run right up the middle here on second down. And instead we'll cut outside, but still able to easily pick up the first down on 2nd and short. Want to throw the ball here. Don't really love it, though. So we're going to go run the ball with Isaiah McKenzie. And McKenzie, not really a ton of space. There was space. I tried to get outside because I know Isaiah McKenzie does have really good speed. But just no space once he got to the edge. Algier is able to pick up 3 even against the blitz there. As I believe they also sent their middle linebackers. Now you have a 3rd and 6. Anthony Firkser's just been wide open on this play all day long. And Anton Manning, a rookie left guard, is down. So hopefully it's not a serious injury for him. But Anthony Firkser's got 3 catches for 20 yards. I believe they've all come on that same play. He's just gotten wide open on that play today. Algier up the middle. He's able to get 4. And we're going to stick with the run here. I thought about going to the air. But when you're running the ball effectively, why not stick with it? This time only able to get 2. Anton Manning has a bruised shoulder. I'd like to keep him in. And we're going to put him in. If he re-injures it, it's only a bruise. Nothing super serious, hopefully. It said medium risk of injury, so. Going to take off and run here with Donaldson. And get out of bounds after running for 1st down. We should have gotten a few extra yards if Kyle Pitts wasn't in the way. I should have playmakered him to tell him to go up the field and just get out of the way. Excellent block there by Anton Manning back on the field. And Tyrell Algier runs for about 14 yards there. I want to throw the ball here. Looking at one of the two over the middle, either Drake London or Kyle Pitts. It's going to be Kyle Pitts underneath. And he's able to get the catch, stay in bounds, and pick up 5. Kyle Pitts, 3 catches, 50 yards today. Going to run the ball here on 2nd and 5. And once again, no space to go here on the counter. And Algier loses a yard. Demarcus Robinson over the middle. I think he got the 1st down. Yeah, he did. He'll pick it up. And we can get back to running the ball and winding out this clock. We're running out this clock. Tried to go outside there. No space. And Algier runs for no gain. But the clock is still running. We do have to snap this before the 2-minute warning. Up the middle, here's Algier. He's able to run for about 6. And I'm going to put Chew clock on. And that also brings us down to the 2-minute warning. Alright, so here's a 3rd and 4. McKenzie wide open out of the backfield. Juking. Oh, he tried to juke inside. And he's going to get the 1st down anyway. 1st and goal. That is a huge 1st down for us. Vikings also spend their 1st timeout. But that is a huge third down conversion there by Isaiah McKenzie. Algier up the middle, taken down at the 1. So now, we do want to score here, right? Because that would make it 17. Yeah, that would make it a 9-point game, 2-score game, so it doesn't matter if we score or not. And hopefully we will score here, because we're going to try to. If we don't get it here on second and goal from the 1, we'll go quarterback sneak. But Algier up the middle for his 4th rushing touchdown of the season, 2nd of the day. And we extend our lead. It is currently an 8-point game, so the extra point is pretty big here to make it a 2-score game. And Young Ku is a good kicker, so he'll nail that. 17 plays, 82 yards, taking 6:06 off the clock. Big drive there. Adding to our lead and taking a lot of time off the clock. And minute 47 before our first win of the season. Defense has been good all day long. Hopefully we can continue to play well. I'm not just going to play prevent defense. Going to play man, but get out of this. Here's a 1st and 10. Going to be throwing the ball a lot, I would assume. Down the sideline, and incomplete. Once again, just going to look for a 4-man rush. And they just want us to play prevent defense. You know, we're sending a linebacker here, so that'll work, I guess. Four guys rushing the quarterback. Just with 3, you never get any pressure. Quick throw outside to Casey Hayward over there. But he steps out of bounds right before the 1st down marker. And 3rd and inches here. Going to play man coverage. Over the middle there. That's complete. Quick throw. Tackled inbounds, and they're not going to spend the timeout. We've gone to somewhat of prevent defense playing cover 4. Jefferson not taking down inbound, or not going out of bounds, I should say. But he's eventually forced out by Justin Coleman. So what we'll do now is I guess we'll just play some prevent defense. 59 seconds to go. And that is an excellent catch made along the sideline. But, not going to be playing cover 4 here. Going to go to a Tampa 2. Big hit by Troy Anderson. Of course, no fumble, though. Did not realize we're playing man coverage. Man, he was in a great position to make a play on that ball. And I think he made a play, just he didn't knock it away. And that's another bad throw from Kirk Cousins. He just can't hit a swing pass out of the backfield. And that's a 2nd goal. Or not, that brings up 2nd goal, I should say. Obviously, remember, they do need to recover an onside kick as well. Why is he wide open in the end zone? But the Vikings make it interesting, as they score here to make it 17-14. And the extra point is good to make it 17-15. And all we have to do is recover the onside kick here. So we'll go onside recover. And just go down. There we go. Demarcus Robinson recovers the onside kick for us. And that should just about seal our first win of the season, as we'll end this one in victory formation. Will Donaldson picks up his first win as an NFL starter. And they do have one timeout, but I mean, it doesn't do anything here. I didn't even think they'd spend it, but they spent their timeout. And we'll just take another knee. Victory formation here. And that does it on our first win of the season. Player stats. for us. Will Donaldson, 11 of 15, only threw the ball 15 times for 109 yards. No touchdowns, in interception. But he did what we needed. Aside from the interception, that wasn't great, but otherwise, really good. 25 carries, 99 yards, 2 touchdowns for Tyler Algier. Isaiah McKenzie, 4 carries for 5 yards. Will Donaldson, 3 for 2. Receiving-wise, when you only throw for 109 yards, it's hard to have a whole bunch of receiving yards. But Kyle Pitts leads us 3 catches, 50 yards. Anthony Fursker, 3 catches for 20 yards. Demarcus Robinson, 2 catches for 18. Algier, 1 for 9. Brian Edwards, 1 for 7. And Isaiah McKenzie, 1 for 5. Defensively, our tackles leader, Troy Anderson, tackles for loss. Marlon Davidson with 2 and a sack, had a really big game. Maybe we could get a breakout challenge for him next week. That would definitely be very interesting. Justin Coleman, Eddie Donnell, and Troy Anderson, each with a tackle for loss. And Marlon Davidson with their only sack. Also, interception by Richie Grant. Alright, so obviously, we actually got the win for once. And beat the Vikings. Tyler Algier with an upgrade coming off a 100-yard game, I believe. It might have been 99 yards. But, he's got an upgrade. And let's check his ratings. I feel like he's been really good for us. He's got 4 rushing touchdowns. A good short yardage runner, so already a pretty good power back. I think we're going to go, but he doesn't really play a lot of receiving for us. So I think we'll continue to go elusive back for him. Because Isaiah McKenzie's our, receiving back. And Algier, he gets +1 awareness, ball carrier vision, change of direction, juke move, and spin move. And, so, obviously, we got the 17-15 win. Big win for us, getting up to 1-4 on the season. And it's not necessarily a waste of a season. Obviously, it's only week 5. We play another NFC North team, the Packers, next week, which will be next episode of Falcons franchise. But, we got to spend some staff points first. We have 28 of them. And, just going to check what's down here. No, we're not going to do that. Let's go to player personnel and contracts. Or should we go trades? Don't really do a ton of trades, so I think what we'll do is we'll go and get that. Then we can't get any of these yet. And we've got 12 we can still use. Boost hit power by defensive tackles by 1. Sure, we'll do that. And that's all the staff points we'll be spending today, as you can't get anything for, I believe it's less than 8. So that's all for this episode of Falcons franchise. Packers week 6, maybe we can win 2 in a row. That's next episode of Falcons franchise. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications so you don't miss any of their upcoming videos. Let me know in the comments how I could play better. But thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. I do my best to post as often as possible. Check out my main channel, Super Sports Central. Link in the description of this video, and I will see you in the next video.